This is the Nvidia 1 month overview reading for the remainder of October 2025. It's currently October 13th, 2025, 1:53 a.m. Eastern Time. As far as what's transpired so far, we had our first lowest low thus far here on the 10th, and that's right on point. We're likely going to go lower on the 14th. What I see here on the 13th, there's a resistance level that will rally into and then abruptly turn around and decline from that resistance past the point at which the rally into it started. So we'll go lower than where the rally into it began. It looks like that resistance is probably towards the end of the day. On the 13th, there's a temptation to chase the move higher there, but likely we're going to turn around and revisit lows or see a lower low on the 14th, most likely early in the day. And then we'll, with a lot of price change to the upside, return to that resistance from the 13th, probably on the cusp of the 14th, 15th, probably early in the day on the 15th. Another big move to the downside into a trough on the towards the end of the day on the 15th, and we'll do sideways rotation there along key support. Multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance on the 16th. A breakout around the cusp of the 16th, 17th at a peak. And then on the 17th, we have a rally into key resistance and then a breakdown from that resistance with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down. Generally, this was a really, really tricky reading. I wasn't even really able to determine where the highest highs were in this reading since it's so complex. So as far as the pattern, I'd probably just follow the S&P one because it's a lot clearer, the SPY reading, to follow the pattern with this. But I think we likely have a lower low here on the 14th. And then on the 20th, bullish price swings, bearish price swings on the 21st with a prominent trough there. Oh man, we might even have a high actually at the beginning of the day on the 20th. Bearish price swings and a prominent trough on the 21st. A resistance level highlighted on the 22nd, probably some flat behavior there or low volume, something like that. And then a decline on the 23rd offers opportunity to open up a long position. That means it turns around and goes north by the end of the day or the very next day. We have volatility on the next day on the 24th. A period of volatility that ends with a fast sudden move higher, taking us into a peak towards the end of the day. Sharp decline off of a peak early in the day on the 27th into a prominent trough. There's an intentional fake out or shake out, some sort of tricky chart behavior intended to make us do the wrong thing impulsively. So be careful there on the 27th with that devil card. Another peak towards the cusp of the 27th, 28th, and then a decline from there into a trough around the cusp of the 28th, 29th. On the 29th, we have a crest that we sell off from down to and through support, and then we do a U-shaped reversal and break through that price level to the upside and reuse it as support. Rally is halted on the 30th with a decline through key support into another prominent trough. Pretty significant decline. And then on the 31st, we have another notable move to the upside. Sneak preview for November is pretty bullish. When we look at the 1 year, guys, we nailed we had a highest high thus far in October for the year, and that's transpired. And then we have a highest high period taking place in November. So be mindful of that. There's opportunity in the midst of these troughs to open up a long position for move into November. I'd be very, very careful because something takes place in the end of the year in December and very likely causes a lowest low. Let's see here. We had a lowest low. What is this? April. Missed that one. Looks like I had it for early June and it came in a lot earlier than expected. But we did have a highest high thus far in February. Overall, this has been pretty solid. Oh, here in August, let's see what was going on in August. No significant trough there. So not 100%, but as far as the highest high, we pretty much have nailed that thus far, guys. Be mindful of some sort of correction or something specific to Nvidia at the very end of the year. And that's Nvidia for October 2025. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button, and blessings to all my angel investors. Thank you to everybody that supported the channel with the monthly access version of this video. And blessings to all my angel investors out there following that rule of karma. Much love and appreciation. I'll see you guys on the next one.